Hi guys, my name's Adam and I'm here with Love Crafts. We're going to be looking at top 10 embroidery stitches in this video, and by the time you've finished you should have all the skills that you need to jump into your first embroidery project. Now we've got our needle threaded and we have tied a small knot in the end just to anchor the thread. We're going to begin with the running stitch. What we want to do is come up at the beginning. Now if you're a little unsure about where you need to actually come up through the bottom of the fabric, just hold the needle against your finger with a little length of the needle, and then you can gently just test where it's coming up until you know that it's in the right position. Don't be afraid to shift and move around a little bit until you know that you're in the right place. You'll get the hang of it and it gets much easier with time. Okay, so we just want to come up in the fabric. For the first part of the running stitch, you want to measure roughly where you want it to be. This varies depending on the pattern, but you just want to give a nice length for the stitch and then just gently pull taut. And then when you come back up, you want to leave again a small gap between the first stitch and the beginning of the second. Now, as you're doing this, don't need to worry about pulling too hard on the thread. You just want to give a gentle tug, just enough to make sure that the stitches are lying flat. If you pull it too hard, you can pucker the fabric, so you don't want to do that. So again, we're coming up, we're giving a nice gap, we're working out where we want the next stitch, and we're going back down again. Now, a good running stitch is one of the basics for hand embroidery. You'll quite often see it in patterns if you've purchased one in a pattern book or online. And it's a good basic to have your head wrapped around, and keep going along until we get to the very end. Okay, so for a running stitch, that's taken you all the way to the end along the line. You've left nice gaps between your stitches. If you want it to be super precise, you could actually draw other lines, but to ensure that every gap is perfectly even. But as an embroidery beginner, this will be perfect to get you going with getting to grips with this stitch.